Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about lesson 135 from A Course in Miracles. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Now, what is defensiveness? Defensiveness is the little devices that we plant in our mind to try to manipulate matter to how we would have it be, rather than how God would have it be. So instead of going with the flow of the universe and trusting in a force greater than us that has all the answers already, we look to our own minds and we look to our own projections within our minds to reflect back to us all that we would wish to hear, see, and know. So instead of seeing a brother and a sister in their totality, in their truth as love, as divine, we take them and we manipulate them so they can comfort some kind of reality in our mind we've crafted and weaved out of illusion. And we're so clever because we've weaved illusions so well. We've taken all these people and planted them in our minds exactly how we would have them be, even if it's not even close to how they actually are. So we feel we're in the right. Because if we take another person and we ridicule them in our minds, we make them so wrong and us so just, we don't actually have to look at ourselves and what we're doing. We don't have the fear of judgment because we've condemned and we've judged first. And if we condemn and we judge first and they're wrong, then we're right and we don't need to look any further, right? We don't have to look any further because we already know we're right. We already condemned them. We've already looked at ourselves. We've exalted ourselves. Yes, I'm Sam and I am right and this person is wrong, but that's bullshit. We're so afraid of being attacked as if it's gonna go and peel into our true selves and go, you're not as perfect as you thought you were, haha. But really, in truth, we are perfect. We're absolutely perfect and we're absolutely whole. And because we're whole and being whole is all encompassing, there is nothing that actually needs protection. There is nothing that actually needs to be defended because we're all already whole and we're all already perfect. The kingdom of God doesn't even know the word protection because there's nothing to protect in the first place. This is 3D falsehood, bodily bullshit that isn't fucking real. But oh, do we try to make it real. We deny our brothers and in turn we deny ourselves because we say something isn't perfect. And when we say anything isn't perfect, it's because we're not looking at it in the right way. We're looking at it from a place of condemnation, pain, hatred, rage, guilt. We're taking these situations and contorting them so deeply in our own minds so we don't have to address anything further than the limitations that our ego has built for itself. Because the ego has built this nice little box and all the pieces inside are so organized. It's like one maze that our thoughts or a mice has ran through a billion times. It knows all the turns, it knows all the directions it takes, it knows how to get from this point to this point. It is safe and it is comfortable in it. It knows it. It is its home. It is its habits. It is what is familiar. And so anything that challenges that familiar box, anything that makes it want to get out of it is now condemned, is now, no, it can't be that way. It must be this way. We must throw up our defenses. We must throw walls up because if we are to outgrow our limitations, then who even are we? Because I have identified with this limitation. I have identified with this job. I have identified with this body. I have identified with this limitation. So if I go beyond it, where the fuck am I? And am I safe? And will they love me? And will I be loved? And will I love myself? And will I be okay? And will I make enough money? And will I have this job? And will I have this girlfriend? Will I have this husband? Will I have this house? Will I have this money? Where will it all come from? Where will it all come from? Where will it all come from? But the truth of the matter is, you can look at it from this point of defensiveness and always be in some worrisome state trying to plan and grab onto some kind of solidarity. Or you can be in this place where you let go and say, well, I trust the universe and I trust God. Because as long as I'm flowing in the love, as long as I'm flowing in the river of God with love, then exactly what I need will come right to me. Because I'm already in the river. I'm going in the river. I'm flowing with that fucking shit. I got leaves flowing with me. I got the motherfucking breeze. I got the trees. I got the wind. I got it all. And I'm going wherever I'm supposed to go. So you can go from this place of limitation or you can go to this place of the limitless. Beyond the fucking fabric of our mind that we have weaved so intricately to manipulate, to have things be how we would have them be for us selfishly. But if you're coming from this place, in this old box, you're being very selfish because you're clinging on to this idea of self being something that can even be threatened in the first place. The idea of this self that is perishable, that can be attacked, that has to defend itself, otherwise something terrible is going to happen to it, that it's going to die, it's going to lose identity, it's going to die. But when you look at it from the selflessness place, you realize there is no death. And oh my God, I'm unperishable. Oh my God, I'm limitless. Oh my God, I'm love. I thought I died. Oh my God, I thought I died. No, this body, someday it'll be laid to rest when it's no longer useful. But okay, that's fine because I'm flowing in the river of God. I'm flowing in love. I'm flowing in light. And I trust wherever it's going to take me, because me cannot die, because energy cannot be destroyed, because energy transfers all the time and it goes all over the world and it goes here, there. And I know that there's a presence up there who I can put my faith in and my trust in. And when I put my faith and my trust in my 2 motherfucking feet and I put my body and I step the fuck forward, it's gonna take me exactly where I need to go that I wouldn't have been able to see when I am being selfish. I have to get over here. I have to go into the river. I have to surrender into what I do not know. I have to let down my defenses. I have to let down my guard. I have to say, okay, God, take me. I trust you because you're love. And what is there to trust but love? Love is the undying force that runs the universe. It is the core of every single molecule, of every single atom. It is what everything is built upon. All of these layers, all of these shells, all these protective devices, all these illusions is at the end built upon and stemming from love. So when we release all the stuff that it isn't and we come back to this singularity source, this singularity is united in God as one, as all of us. So in that singularity, there is no separation. And if there is no separation and there's nothing to be conscious of other than yourself, if there's no separation, there's nothing to condemn. There's nothing to judge, because all is one and we're all just one and we're all just flowing together and we're all just in the river and we're all just letting it flow. We're letting it take us wherever we're meant to go. We are just like the one droplet in the millions, billions, whatever, limitless droplets of water in the same fucking river, just flowing and moving as God would have us flow and move. We don't need to focus so much on the planning and the detail, because the planning and the detail limits us. And it's a defense to say, I will do this, and in that way I will make this much money. I will have this partnership, and I will live here, and I will live happily ever after, and I will be happy if I just get all these done, all of this done to the minute fucking detail, and do it over and over and over and over and over again in my head, and leave no room for anything new or anything spontaneous. And shit, God is spontaneous shit. Well, then maybe I should just chuck out the fucking plan and say, okay, God, you got me, I've got this, we can unite together, we can reform a plan moment by moment by moment by moment. We can have goals in mind, we can have knowings of where we want to go and what we want to do in life, but we have to leave the minute details to God, to a force that knows way more than we do, so we don't trap ourselves in what we think would be best for us. God isn't up on some imaginary throne with a pitchfork stabbing himself and hating himself for not being how he wants to be. God just is, and God is just love. So if we want to embody that presence, that being, then we have to let go of any idea that anybody is vilified, that anybody is wrong, that anything is right or wrong or whatever, that anything is how you would have it be. Everything just simply is. It's only our own interpretations we put upon each and everything that give it any real meaning. We're the ones who wrote all the definitions on all of the items and all of the people and twisted it to make it make sense to us as personalities who perceive ourselves to be separate from our source, separate from our creator, and separate from all of our brothers and sisters all around us. Because if we are separate, then we have something to be conscious of. And if we have something apart from ourselves to be conscious of, then we have something to judge. And if it is different from us, then we may condemn. And if we condemn, we are condemning ourselves, because in truth, we are unified. In truth, We are one. So when you condemn your brother, you are condemning yourself. And when you condemn yourself, you condemn a world that doesn't actually have any meaning apart from the meaning you have placed on it yourself. We need to give up the meaning that we have placed upon the entire world to see it for what it actually is and to see ourselves for what we actually are, which is love, and drop the rest. Defenselessness is embracing love and forgetting all of the things and all of the reasons you would carry to make your mind full of defenses and to make your mind full of judgments and to make your mind full of hate. It is to drop all of the illusions so that we may come back to ourselves in totality, without judgment, with extreme, inevitable, beautiful, grateful, and graceful love for one another. But in order to get to that place, we must be willing to forget all that we have remembered about somebody, and we must be willing to meet them again for exactly who they are, united in love with us, with them, with God, with our Creator, with light, with Source, because it is the same fucking prana that is flowing through them, that is flowing through us, that is flowing through everything, because this life is unified and our defenses just tell a different story, and we need to take away that idea, that illusion, so we can see truth underneath. So just chip the marble, chip the marble, chip the marble. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting more content like this every Sunday and every Tuesday. I love A Course in Miracles. I love all things mystical. I love all things love. So if that's something you love too, feel free to hit the bells. Feel free to give me a comment, and I will leave more stuff like this for you guys weekly. I hope you have a wonderful week. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.